Hello, welcome back to Tales of Berseria, the Let's Play Blind with Neo Rambler. Right then, we are now in the catacombs once again, armed with dramatic music. We must make our way forward and try to get into the building to stop the thing that Anominat did last time by essentially releasing a psychological atomic bomb, causing everybody to just basically, well, be idiots really. That's probably the easiest way to say it. Admittedly against their free will, which is part of it, but yeah, we got to put a stop to that. So we shall go ahead and do that. But like I said, we must go through here once again in order to sneak into Artorius and Anominat's headquarters. There's the wall. What does that do? That's the villa entrance. We do want to go there, so we might as well. It's not like as if there's any enemies to fight here. I mean, there didn't seem to be anyway. There might very well be. I suppose we can have a quick peek. If we just go up here, leave this area normally, perhaps we can. Let's have a look. I forgot we go into the Abbey bits here as well, actually, thinking about it. Exodus ranks from the Abbey's record. So currently around 3,000 orderlies and 100 praetors in active duty. The following three have achieved the rank of Legat. Legat 3 are Artorius, Melchior, and Shiguir Rangetsu. I don't remember reading that last time. Perhaps we did. Oh, was that the thing we needed? Yeah, maybe the thing we needed to do the surfboard thing. Yeah, here we go. Oh, cool. We can surf in here. And I don't think there's any enemies around. I could be wrong. I just want to have a look. If there is, we'll fight some if they're new. If they're old ones, then I'll just go back to where we were and crack on. This is all just arbitrary stuff anyway. Yeah, don't need any of this. So this is all, yeah, this is all rubbish stuff anyway, except from last time. Although I think last time it was in the dark, so I think this is now, yeah, when the lights are on and everything. We didn't have it like this last time. That's why I was caught a bit short by the brightness of it all. I literally am just going back on myself now for no real reason other than just to check, but yeah, I think, yeah, all I'm doing is checking for enemies. That's all I'm doing, whether they're different enemies or not. But I think I'm just wasting time here, and I apologise for doing that. This is not intentional, by the way. You just skip ahead on the YouTube video if you feel or know that what I'm doing is arbitrary. Well, I just wanted to have a look. I just want to be as thorough as I can. Ah, see, I missed something. I'm glad I did do this.
Save me! Mommy!
Hey, maybe we needed to go. Oh, I think it might be that we needed to go down here as well. Anyway, but whatever's.
A channeling circle! He's eating their will directly.
I hope it's delicious. God, they're so beautiful, these ladies. I mean, they're not really ladies, they're Valkyries, but whatever's. Either way, we're in the area that we need to be, so either by accident or what have you.
Hey, no fair! You were supposed to say like what?
I completely missed that joke. It does not matter. As long as we can do the right thing and hopefully save the prince and the child, that would be great. Probably can maybe save the child. Doubt we'll save the prince. Or maybe we won't save either of them. Yeah, this game can be a bit negative sometimes, that is the point of it. By the way, these Valkyries are not that dangerous. I mean, I thought they were a bit more stronger than what they're doing now, but maybe I'm misremembering. It's only been a few days as well, but like I said, my memory's terrible. I don't know. And I never watch my videos back because they're awful. You'd know that by now. And if you don't, now you do. And thank you for getting this far into it, even though it's only been a few minutes. That is commendable. Go to your local council or government and apply for a medal. And say, what should you have a medal of whatever it is? Say, because I watched one of Neo Rambler's videos. You need to watch it and see it for yourself. It's awful.
Prince Percival, are you alright?
Brains.
Yes, thank you. Well, I know I can still feel scared out of my wits at least.
He's a sense of humour.
It's all right now. We'll help you find your mommy, and then
Mommy was executed.
They killed her because she stole food to give to me.
Okay.
But that's okay. They had to.
Oh,
Mommy was acting against reason.
he's been enomified. Oh dear.
So this is the true face of their suppression.
Apparently so.
Yes, this is the ideal world sought by Shepherd Artorias.
I know, we discovered
As
that
long
last
as
time.
malevolence gave rise to demons, this was the only way. That's why the Kingdom of Midgand consented to his plan. But I will never consent.
Good for you. It's not like you can do anything about it anyway. Go just slap the kid. I mean, is that poor taste? I mean, to be fair with me, a lot of things I say is poor taste, but we were slapping the crew on the Baltier in the last video to snap them out, and I think the doc person was still a bit, you know, zombified, but he was starting to come around from it. So surely we can just slap the child? I mean, this is exceptional circumstances, and we are currently in exceptional circumstances right now, so if it's to save him, slap him. Really hard. But not to break his jaw, not that hard. Nope, we're just gonna let him go. Okay, bye zombified kid. All the best.
A world without sadness, but also without joy. A world without hate, but also without love.
Yeah, in other words, boring.
You suppose the whole world's like this now?
Well, from what we saw, yeah, I think so.
Even this close to the Empyrean's throne, some here have held on to their free will.
That's called plot device.
Still, we don't have much time.
Right. I can feel Inominat's domain spreading even now. It's incomplete, but it's quickly growing stronger.
Even we might be suppressed if this keeps up, and then it'll be reason o'clock all day long.
Prince, Griffin is doing well.
Good. That's good.
Just about to give up then.
I'm happy. Truly.
Except I'm not supposed to be happy.
Until now, I thought I was just a tool to serve my country.
You still
But
are.
when my feelings were being torn from me, I felt myself want something. No, I thought, I don't want this. I don't want to lose who I am. I understand the true horror of this ideal world now.
Good. Thought you already did.
I know it's selfish to put this burden on you, but I beg you, stop all this. Stop Shepherd Artorias.
You said something to me once. A bird that cannot fly is no bird at all.
Oh, not the bird
And
thing
now
again.
I say this to you. People stripped of their feelings can never truly be alive.
Yeah, that's how I used to be.
I know! Can we move
We're
on
going to
from
defeat
this?
Artorias. We're going to make this world one where we can be ourselves.
Great! We're going to press the
We're
reset
doing
button.
it for us, not for you.
Oh, what dick? Could have just said doing it for us, you included.
You've changed, haven't you?
Not really, she's just happy about killing Artorias and her brother. She's like, oh well, they're all dicks to me, so fuck
Used to
them.
be a sword wielded by your own hatred.
Still is! She's just cool with it.
But now, you're in control. You're the one who swings the blade.
She was in control before!
Even
Oh
if
my
I still
god.
don't know when to sheathe it.
Don't worry. When danger comes, I'll be there to protect you.
Jesus Christ.
I'm jealous. It must be nice to have a reliable young man like that by your side.
I don't want to know
It
about your
certainly
sexual
is.
preferences right
Our
now.
fee's a gallant soul.
Great, this is wonderful, but we already know this.
Eisen, about Captain Eyfried.
I sold him
I
to
dealt
the
with him.
evil people.
But the Abbey, they stomped all over Eyfried's pride to achieve this suppression of theirs.
We know.
With these hands, I will destroy them.
Great, let's get on with it. We're all scum
And
in
I'm
very
going to
different
be
ways.
Selfish too, and is just another flawed human being.
Oh, she's going to sell us out. That'd be
I
great.
will offer a humble prayer that you succeed.
And then I'll sell you out. That's fine.
Well, I'm pumped. Who wants to go cut our way into this throne of theirs?
We can't just barge in, sword for brains. We gotta prepare.
We already have!
We stick to the plan. Wake up the 4 Empyreans and take Inominat's domain away from him.
All that, whatever. Let's just get on with it.
The ceremony wouldn't be complete until the Scarlet Night.
Okay, great. We need to get on then because there's
Will
not much
they
time.
complete the ceremony first, or will we awaken the Empyreans? It's a gamble.
Well, moping
Well,
won't get us anywhere.
Thank you.
Let's head to Mount Killer Ice.
Good. Let's just get on with it.
Right. It's time to suppress the suppression.
No, it's just time to do what we were doing throughout the whole game, which is to kill Artorias. I have to say now, I know I'm going to ramble here a little bit. I'll try and walk and talk and multitask. That was a bit silly, that scene. I know it's cliche, sort of, okay, we're all motivated and morale and we're all going to go do the thing we need to do. And, oh, you've changed. You used to be angry and wielding your sword. Let the sword wield you, but now you wield the sword. She was in control anyway. She knew exactly what she wanted to do. She was very calculated. If she was out of control, as in like her hatred was dominating her, then she wouldn't be as smart, cunning, or as planning as she has been. Just because she only has the one goal and wants to achieve it does not mean that's in control of her. She's still in control.
They couldn't have.
She always has been.
The exorcist I know fought for a world where people
But
could
whatever,
live their
I'm just
lives in
nitpicking.
happiness and peace.
But then how do you explain the fact that the exorcists seem to accept what's going on?
Because they're happy and at
Maybe
peace.
That was just what I wanted to believe.
Oh, they're happy at peace.
It
Have you
could be
asked
that
them?
Inominat's suppression is also affecting the exorcist.
I don't know. They might be
You
happy.
mean
Ask them.
Inominat might have taken control of their will and made them his tools?
Completely believable. Exorcists are too hard-headed to be open to much persuasion.
Well, there you go. They
If I
probably.
stayed with the
In
Abbey,
which case, they don't need
I would have
persuading.
accepted
They're
this world
happy.
too. Thank you, Laphicet.
For God's sake.
It's your strength that protects my heart from wavering.
You really think so?
No, because your
course
heart's
I do.
wavered all
How
over the
more
place.
self-confidence.
It still is.
Guess it's a good thing I captured you then.
That's true. I owe you my gratitude as well. Thank you.
Seriously?
Quite. To be able to express what's in my heart is a wonderful
Look,
thing.
go and get a
You
bedroom
still drive
later.
Me mad, but I can't disagree there.
Great, you're going to get together, enjoy the bedroom, dildos and everything. It's going to be brilliant. Wonderful. I'm looking forward to seeing that. But in the meantime, we need to crack on. Even I'm saying
when
that.
not yet fully awakened, Inominat can extend his reach to the entire world.
The other towns are probably in the same sorry state as the ones we've seen. Or perhaps even worse.
Magilu, is there some art that can awaken Malakim?
What do you mean?
Well, if I could just use the flames of purification properly.
Even if you could alter reality with that power, you'd end up destroying yourself in the process. Do you want to awaken that badly?
I need more power.
For Velvet's sake?
For her too, but I hate what the Abbey is doing. It's just wrong. This world of theirs is without any joy. I just want to do everything I can to stop them. This is what I want, with my own free will. And
I know of no such art. And even if I did, it wouldn't help you.
Huh?
You've already found strength in your heart. There's no magic that can make that stronger. What you need is to be ready and determined. And to be brave.
And not kill yourself
I
for no
guess
reason.
You're right. Thanks, Magilu.
And how easily is he
No thanks
persuaded?
necessary. 100 gold will cover it.
You want me to pay you?
Hey, good advice isn't free. What do I look like, a sidewalk psychiatrist? I'm a witch.
She always has to be so difficult.
Or just wants paying for her services. Either way, the point being is that she probably just didn't want you to sacrifice yourself. There's no reason for it. We can deal with it. It's great. Oh, the music's all back to normal. Hey, we got the Galleon Let's Go and Kill Things music. Brilliant. Right, okay. I actually need to know what the hell we're doing now. Where is the map? Ooh! Ooh, there's a side quest! Oh! Where are we now? We need to do that. We need to go there. I mean, we don't need to do that. We can completely ignore it. Where the hell are we now? No, seriously, where are we now? I don't even know where I am on the map. Right, okay. Oh, I saw it. Where was it? We are there. Okay, we need to get onto the boat, which I think is there. So we're going to go up and left. And then we're going to go and get those dolls. Okay, cool, because I forgot we were collecting those for ages ago. Right, let's go do side quest. Ah! Actually, screw you guys. I'm just going to fight you and see how strong or weak you are. Actually, I think you are pretty strong now. I think you have been amped up now. I could be wrong. No, I was wrong. No, you haven't been amped up at all. I was wrong thinking that you had been amped up. Instead... Yeah, it's bigger pushovers I thought you were. Why did I think differently? I was intimidated by the black, shadowy, you know, this is a dire straight fight or whatever the... No, not dire straight.
You really do have a
The
peculiar...
strengthening fight. Right, okay. Oh, God! He wants to pick on us as well. Why? You just saw your friends and brethren get killed. Do you really think you have a chance? Apparently you did. Well, I hope your foolishness got your just desserts. There we go. Something along those lines. I can't think of cool witty lines. I'm not very good at that sort of thing. Right. I'm not a professional. Let's just get to the docks and then we can go do that side quest. Because finally a side quest. Which means we might even be able to see that boy again who we were trying to get the elixir for. That might be far too gone now. I don't know. And if it has, oh, that kind of sucks because I'd rather have done that mission. But I suppose I could always. I probably won't, but I could always at the end of this go back through the old saves and find out. So I could just look it up actually. I probably will. I'll just look it up and say, right, if I can't do that side quest, what did I do wrong and how do I fix it? I'll have the save files somewhere where I can go back and do it. So I'll always do that as an extra video potentially, or I could do that as an extra video. Oh, there we got depressing music again. Never mind. Either way, all this will be resolved. Like I said, this game, well, as people have told me, this game is a prequel to another game in the Tales series. I don't know which game that is. I haven't looked it up in terms of where it fits, because again I want this to be as blind as possible because I'm really enjoying it. So who knows, I might even play the sequel. I must die. It's getting worse. What can we do? Slap him again! Just slap him again! This is a real piece of work. If I don't stay focused, my consciousness is going to be hijacked with some weird power. Again, slap yourself! I gritted my teeth and held it together. The crew got in a big brawl, but they're only bruised. Oh well, they're just lazy. Perhaps need a good slapping. That's, in fact, yeah, that's exactly it. It's good slapping, isn't it? Right, is there which dock is it we need to go to, or is that the closest one? Nah, here we are. Skip that bit. Oh, music seems happy enough here as well. I'm sure everybody's all zombified, but actually they all seem relatively chilled. Are you chilled? Do you chilled? We don't know how far the suppression has spread, but be careful out there. Oh no, they're fine! Fuck it, we'll just retire here then. Let's just go here and chill. They had a malevolence problem that we should kind of, you know, left them to it, which was a bit shitty of us, but they seem fine. They're absolutely fine. That's good. Right, I need to. How do I get out of it? Ah, is it that where we need to go? I need to get to the beach, don't I? Because we want to go find these dolls. Hopefully I'm going the right way. Because I'm not going to spend time talking to people or anything, we're just going to get on with it and try and get to where we need to go. I think this is the right area. Well, hopefully we're getting closer. Yeah, I'm assuming we are. Oh no, maybe not. I don't know then. What about big map? Big map. Yeah, I think we are going in the right direction. Yeah, I think we are. I could be wrong. Let's just do it. Oh, there's a thing. We can do the surfboard thing. Hang on. I mean, not that it really goes that much faster, but hey, it's cool, man. Might as well grab it while we can. Hey. I'm going to ignore the cat souls. I know I could go get them, but we'll just ignore them for now because really we just want to go and do the side quest. It's more important. And get kitty souls any day of the week. Damn it, I haven't got the ability to surfboard here. Are these enemies? No, they're the same enemies as before. Great, we don't need to fight them then. That's good, because we've already leveled up. But we've got to go find... Way! They still want a piece of me, though. Fine. But... where is the surf thing? Hopefully it's down here somewhere. Ah, it's probably... Ah, it's up here then. Okay. Potentially up here. Have a look. It is! Lovely! Brilliant. So now we can do the surfing thing here. Excellent. Well, I'm not going to climb up all... Like I said, I'm not going to mess around. We're just going to go straight to it. Whee! Right, let's roll. So we're going to roll this way. Can I beat them? I can! We can just kill them because we're stronger than them. Haha! I'm such a child, but I like it. I love it. Boom! 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 Oh, so much fun. Right, anyway, we're going to properly do some stuff. Are we going in the right direction? I'm actually thinking about it. Are we going in the right direction? We are. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I think we've got to get to that next village. That was the village that we left all the malevolence in. Yeah, I don't think they're going to welcome us with welcome arms. That didn't sound right. Welcome us with open arms. That makes sense. Just quickly save the game at this point, just in case there's any problems. Excellent. Right, here we go. Yeah, it's not so happy here. Oh, I think everybody died, didn't they? They all became daemons, didn't they? Yeah. Oh. And that doll. We can pick it up now.
3 Nordals collected, and 1 to go.
Right.
Usually that turtle shows up right about now. What gives? Turtles, loiters, embroiders?
You mean the Turtles is late because he's taking too much time getting a new design for his robe?
I knew you could follow along, my dear little oyster.
Should we wait for him a bit longer? I'm sure your sister's reply has to be arriving soon.
I don't write her those letters expecting to get a reply. They're more like an apology for not coming home to see her.
But you can't go home because of the Reaper's curse, right? So why do you need to send letters and gifts?
Soon after I left, my sister wrote me a letter. She said, I don't care if it's dangerous. I want to be with you.
Incestuous!
Maybe the old me, once I realized there was no fixing this curse, would have gone home prepared to do everything in my power to protect her. But I'm not the old me. Haven't been since I met Ifrit and his crew.
I understand. You found your place on that ship. Even if you lifted the curse, you wouldn't move back home.
You can still go see her!
Do you think your sister knows that?
I haven't told her directly, but I'm sure she's realized it. She's smart, and she's empathetic. That's why she never sends me a reply.
You mean
Or
because
she's
she
upset.
suspects that you've chosen your way of life?
No, I think that's because she's
probably
upset.
how she sees it, yes. But understanding does not preclude loneliness.
No, it's called
I
you
think
being a
she doesn't
jerk.
reply as a way of showing that she disapproves.
Yeah.
And you keep on sending those letters by way of atonement.
I don't think it's anything so noble as that, but sure. You're probably not too far off the mark.
A brother writing letters knowing he'll never get a reply. And a sister waiting for a brother she knows will never come home.
There's a sitcom
You
that will
two
be
make it
starting
so
on
damn
Netflix 9 o'clock on
complicated.
Friday this
Just
week.
talk
Don't
it
miss
out
it.
face to face and make up already. It's not that hard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
At least the person you care about is still alive.
there is that.
Velvet.
Are we done here? Let's go.
Yeah, damn straight, Velvet. Again, that's why I love you so much, Velvet, because you just call on the bullshit. You call it out, and you drag it out, kick it and scream it, and smash its face in. Love you to bits. I actually had to... I was at work the other day, and we were busy, but not busy. Considering what's going on at the moment, we're not as busy as we once were, obviously. But obviously, we still get some drips and drabs of business because it's a hardware store, so people need to buy essential maintenance items. If I say that with air quotation marks, because the business I work for doesn't necessarily go along the definition of essential items. But hey, it is what it is, so we'll roll with it. But we're having a discussion about my type of woman, if that makes sense, in terms of what I see in a woman. I wouldn't say anything. I was like, no, it's my business. You can bugger off. But obviously they would tease me rotten and I tease back. It was all good banter and fun, nothing personal. But honestly, seriously, I know it seems a bit silly, but if I someone like Velvet is not someone who I'd say, oh, it's a fake character, they don't exist. Absolutely, I understand that. But it's the nature of the person that's important. Velvet is a typical example of someone who's got a heart of gold, but because of tragic circumstances, you know, has had to harden up and be this strong person, and yet hasn't quite lost her humanity. It's there, but she hasn't lost it. She can look out for herself. She's strong. She's, you know, a proper solid three-dimensional person who's attractive as well, of course, but it's not just that. You know, there's a lot more to it. They're complex, basically. That's the sort of, you know, woman I like, if that makes sense. But anyway, that is what it is. But no, I wouldn't tell them that. I tease them with, like, you know, snippets here and there. Ooh, a herb. That's useful. I will grab that herb. I wonder if that other herbs respawn, because I know herbs do respawn, or at least I was told that. Yeah. Alright, well, at least we got one of the dolls anyway, so that's the only side quest we can do for now. Fair enough, but we grabbed it when the opportunity was there, so maybe we can still do the side quest with the boy, but I won't hold my breath on it. A, because I haven't got really the lung capacity to do that. I will, you know, because of my smoking habits and terribleness, but also because, again, worst case scenario, I can always look it up and do it properly as a sort of extra, you know, like an epilogue. Yeah, the herbs have regrown. Like I said, I have been told about that, so that's a good thing. But that, I need to go back over some older areas and check that. But I might do that off screen. I probably won't do that on screen because it'll be a bit dull. I mean, I've already made this LP as dull as anything. The last thing I want to do is make it duller. I am good at that though. In fact, actually, I'm making it dull now. What we can do, I've got the, what's my here we are. We can't go to Helloes sadly, but let's just go to the port, and so we can. Actually, I say that. So, the boat's not going to be there, is it? I wonder if the game's smart enough to... Oh no, the boat still is there. I was going to say, I wonder if the game's smart enough to go, no, you need to warp yourself to the port that you left the boat at before, but... No, the boat's still there. At least, in a way, that's a good thing in that, although it's a bit unsmart, it speeds up where we can go. So we need to get a Helloes, which is good, because we've got a mark to go and fight, haven't we? So... But it's not... Where is it? We've got to go. Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, I need to separate it out, don't I? Where is Helloes? Oh, we know where Helloes is. It's just a question of where we're going to the right place or not. It's not that one. Oh no, it is Helloes. Oh, we have got to go all the way over there. Oh, okay, fair enough. Let's do it then. So we got to go Helloes Docks. That's apparently where we need to go. Oh, hi Velvet. Oh God, she's so beautiful. Oh,
good. It seems you're both still here inside me then.
It's not a thing I wanted to hear.
It is not as though we desired these circumstances. We're only here because you ate us.
Good, because we're going to sacrifice you, you asshat.
I'll make no apologies.
You wish to sacrifice us to the 4 elemental Empyreans, is that it?
Yep.
Yes. I won't apologize for that either.
It matters not. Your sins are nothing a mere apology could ever absolve.
That's why we're sacrificing you, because you're a jerk.
I know.
At least you're aware of how selfish you are. Good for you, then.
Yay!
Remember this well, Lord of Calamity. No matter how many times I am reborn, I will act the same.
As will I.
Is that supposed to be a poignant statement about your freedom, and therefore balancing out the fact that the Abbey's perspective of it is their freedom to do what they're doing?
Did you say something?
Just dreaming is all. But I know now how deep my sins run.
Duh!
Velvet, there's something I've wanted to talk to you about.
Oh God, it's gonna get...
It's about the Therians. And about Laphicet.
Oh, I thought it was about to treat their feelings.
The link between us and Inominat.
Yes. There's no way of knowing what will happen until we actually try, but...
You don't have to worry about me. I said it before. Best just to blame all the wickedness.
I think she was more worried about Fee than
Calamity.
you, to be fair, Velvet.
Don't you try to shoulder all of this yourself.
Oh God, they love each other.
We exorcists are just as much at fault for letting things come to this. So let me ponder what to do about Kamoana and the rest. But you need to think about Laphicet. There, I've said my piece.
I don't know which of us is more stubborn. Still, I've got to face the truth. I've got to tell him.
Well, I'm sure he knows. He's got some inclination. He obviously is still innocent, but I'm sure he's not dumb enough to not know that. Either way, you two get a bedroom, get yourself sorted, alright? Not feeding her, but you know who I mean.
Oh, good. This place hasn't been suppressed yet.
Didn't need to be, it was already suppressed.
We're unloading. Give me a hand, will ya? Hey, you listening?
Sorry. Something just feels weird. Like there's something tugging at my thoughts.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of that lately. But pull yourself together. Yeesh!
Smack him! Or slap. Whichever's allowed.
Yet being the operative term here.
We'd better get a move on.
Yeah, because you're going to be freezing in those outfits. For God's sake, girls, you look sexy as hell, but you must be absolutely dying of death of cold out there.
The Therians are part of Innominat. They should be able to resist suppression to some extent.
You got a bird in your hat, I just realised that.
Aye, aye. You watch yourself too, First Mate.
I think this game came out after, yeah, it did, didn't it? It came out after Final Fantasy 13. Who thought the inspiration for the black guy in that game with the bird in his head was good enough to have a pirate with the same principle but in a hat instead of hair? That person should be fine.
But the currents lately have been too strong to approach it by water. However, the land route should still be clear.
The whole continent has been getting colder of late. Not just Northgand.
Global cooling.
Colder.
Bad times, man.
Could it have something to do with Innominat? Or maybe it's because the elemental Empyreans are asleep.
Both sound possible. But think too hard about the cold, and it'll give you the shivers.
Yeah, but even so...
Whatever the case, our course remains the same. We'll head to Mercio and work from there.
Again, you see, she hasn't changed. The only change she has is she just seems a bit lighter in herself. Like, she's not so, and like, I'm gonna kill everything, I hate everything. She's just more like, I'm doing exactly the same things I was doing before, but I'm happy about it. That's the only change. But that's not a reflection of her being in control. That's just a reflection in her sort of thinking, because she was just wanted to kill Artorias. Then it turns out, maybe, still, it's not really 100% written in stone, that her brother consented to his sacrifice by Artorias. It may be true, maybe not, and if it is, fair enough, but it's still a bit sketchy, we'll find out later. So therefore, she feels, you know, dicked over. So she's still basically saying, right, I'm going to kill Artorias, I'm still going to do this and that. But she's still in control. She's always been in control. That's the point. But, oh well. Anyway, sorry, I completely ignored that guy. The sea north of here is completely covered in ice drifts. You used to be able to sail to Mercio even in the dead of winter, but these days it's as if nothing's really changed at all. But you think it has because game logic. That's what we'll roll with for now. We'll roll with game logic. Right, okie dokes. I'm going to just quickly pause the recording, make sure everything's recording okay, and then we shall crack on and carry on with the next bit. So I shall be back in a minute. Okay, right, let's crack on then. Again, not going to speak to everybody this time, and I've been doing that a lot. Just speak to the key people we need to.
Came home from the capital and said he'd take over the family fishing business. That was always my dream. But is it really best for the world? For him to waste his talents on such a primitive activity?
Dad,
yes.
What are you saying? I thought we talked about this.
You should use your education to help the country and people all across the world. That is the way of reason.
That guy is acting really oddly.
Slap him.
We talked about this?
Yeah, you agreed that I should use my knowledge to advance fishing technology and stabilize the world's food supply.
He just said it myself.
Remember?
I was about to say otherwise.
Yes, that's right.
Shape up, Dad. What's the problem? Drinking too much?
Just a nightcap before bed.
If you need some rest, I'll take the boat out myself today.
That'd be the day. Like I'd put you in charge. You're not ready to take the boat out by yourself.
An ill-fated fisherman's fortune. His memories are muddied. But is it divine will that dulls his wits? Or drink?
A
Both!
sailor who can't handle his drink is just as shameful as one who gets seasick.
Oh no, I disagree with that. Seasickness is a nasty, nasty thing. Sorry, but just in the microphone there a bit, so if you heard some creaking or whatever, I apologise. It's a really shite microphone. I'll do a bit more of it. Come on. There we go. It's about as good as I'm going to get it. It'll probably fall down again, which it is, but never mind. It's a headset microphone. I need to get another one. Or get another Yeti style microphone. Which was really good, but the biggest problem with that Yeti microphone, well, the Yeti ball or whatever it was called was shite. But the Yeti black one I had for a couple of years, that was fantastic. But it's just the build quality was awful on it. It really was. Otherwise, which makes sense because it wasn't, you know, for a good quality microphone that it was pretty cheap. So you obviously got to skimp out somewhere. But yeah, no, I'll have to get a proper one. But yeah, I can't afford it at the moment.
Daddy, we're having a long-armed crab.
But it could be worse. At least I got something.
As the world gets colder, the long-armed crab's habitat expands.
Do your best out there today.
If the crabs breed too quickly, it will affect the fish.
Hey, that guy is...
Daddy? You're acting weird.
Oh,
Brains.
sorry about that. My mind just wandered away from me there for a second.
If you do that on your boat, you'll fall into the sea.
Yeah, that's right. I'll be careful.
Good luck out there.
That boy's father, he was acting strangely.
Yeah, we get it,
the
game.
suppression is starting to affect people out here, too.
Of course. But yeah, I mean, at least with the fisherman thing, you know, I was about to say, like, with the reasoning thing, the fisherman dad's like, you should be spending your education, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, he is. He's spending his education and time to make the fishing thing that you've set up more efficient and better than ever to support the people of the world, because they do need to eat and drink. So surely that is reason. So why is that being put into doubt and question? So I didn't really understand that. But then the kid did it himself. I was about to say, he is doing the reasoning thing. But the kid said, yeah, I am. I'm researching the fish technology and all that. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, this suppression thing, it's got flaws. Which maybe is the point. Obviously, that is the point. You know, it's... Oh, a twin charm. Oh, didn't you have something new? Somebody had something new to have. I'm sure they did. I've got a feeling. Ah, a purity charm. Why was that not finished? That's weird. Why did I not finish that? I don't know. You had a doll, but you've mastered it. You've mastered everything else, haven't you? Oh no, you haven't mastered the mystical feather garment. Velvet, if you mastered that, no, you haven't. You still got to do it. Okay, that's fine. Sorry about the yawn there as well. I do apologise. Trouble with being, you know, having reduced hours of work. As much as money is a problem, but at the moment I'm quite fortunate, so I'm getting by. You just get lazy. It's horrible. I hate it. I don't like it. I thought I was lazy before, but I'm not. This is super laziness now. So you've done the legless ring. You need the blob ring. Have you mastered the... Wait, who's got the blob ring? You haven't mastered the blob ring. You have mastered the blob ring. Great, so you can have the shell ring, just for now. You can have the blob ring. Okay, I'm sure there's something else I could do there, but I'm not going to waste time on that. But yeah, no, yeah, so sorry for the yawning and the terrible microphone adjustments here. I'm just trying to get it right, but I'm not a professional. If I did this like on a daily basis, like if I was a professional and this was my job, or I say job, this was my source of income, shall we say. I don't want to call this a job, because it's not. This is a hobby and it's fun. And I would always treat it as such. But you know, if this did become my main source of income, obviously I would spend more time, you know, getting the sound balance right and investing in better equipment and just being better in general. But that's not going to happen because I'm awful. The strangest thing happened when I sent letters to some merchant friends in Midcamp recently. When I got their replies, they'd all written the absolute bare minimum needed. Maybe it was just an elaborate joke, but I can't help but feel offended. There's no way to correspond, is there? Why are you offended by that? Oh, I suppose because it doesn't meet their original nature. Yeah, well, they've all been zombified, so get over it. Speaking of which...
We opened our arms and welcomed that vagabond into our town. But despite our kindness, he robbed us, started fights, caused trouble. Then he stole a boat and escaped. But I was the one that let him go. I'm guilty too. We have to be strict with criminals.
Rogues always seem to drift into Hellevese, don't they?
Huh? Were we talking about something?
Wait, did you forget what you just said?
Yeah, I hope I didn't say anything strange.
We were talking about how nice of a guy you were.
Huh?
Don't be so hard on yourself, okay?
Huh?
That's interesting. So even though Innominate suppression is affecting people at this point, because obviously they're further away from the epicenter, they forget, at least during this sort of transitional phase of them becoming, you know, influenced by Innominate suppression. They're sort of like, you know, it's happening, but slowly, it's like spreading. They say these things where they're trying to be reasonable, or follow the course of reason, the logic of reason, and then all of a sudden they snap out of it and they forget what they said. So in a way, they're being zombified, like properly zombified. They're being really manipulated, which probably has been highlighted. But I was under the impression that they wouldn't forget what they've said, but they are. That's interesting. Why am I speaking to these people? I said I wasn't going to do it. I still am. Damn it! How long will it take to get to Berseria? Well, you'll have to go through the Foldies ruins, then cross half the guidebook ice field. It's not that far, but it's colder than cold, so pack that with mind. If you don't have the right supplies, you'll be marching into your own grave. Thanks for the advice. But that's what I'm going to keep with my skimpy outfit. Because really... Actually, for Velvet's sake, it doesn't matter, does it? Because she doesn't feel anything, does she? She can't taste or feel anything, if I'm correct, because she's Aetherian, so she's alright. So she can get away with skimpy stuff.
Yeah, it's even colder here than last time.
You're right. It was merely freezing before. Now it goes straight to the bone.
Allow me to warm.
Not necessarily.
Oh, the sneezes are going around? So cold.
If it's this bad here, I dread to think of what the Guyberg ice field is like.
The tundra past Mount Killerhouse? Is it really that cold?
I've stayed up in the mountains many times for my training. With all the snow, I imagine it'd be pretty rough for a normal human.
Why are you sneezing all of a sudden? Demons aren't supposed to feel cold.
Nah, a snowflake just flew up my nose and...
Achoo!
You're sneezing too.
My hair was blowing around and tickled my nose.
But according to the old book I read, it isn't supposed to snow much around Guyberg.
Because of lava from the volcano and the Earth's natural heat. I bet the book calls it Guyberg Plains, too.
Yeah, it says Mount Killerhouse was highly active, and the area used to be famous for its hot springs.
But now it's... What?
Why are you all staring?
They're all expecting you to sneeze, I think.
Everyone else is doing it!
Now give us a good show!
I do like some of this deadpan humour.
Sorry,
That's
everyone.
good.
No sneezes here. I'll practice for next time.
Good grief.
Okay, again, some of the humour in the banter things is brilliant. It really is very good. Excellent. Right, okay. I need to know where I'm going, actually, because I haven't got a clue. Right. So we've got to go north. And going into areas we've never been to before. Okay, I can do that. I'll just grab those. Well, we can. We might as well. I mean, it was there and then. Okay, right. So I think we've got to go this way then. I could be wrong. I think that's where we've got to go. Actually, what am I doing? I've got the surfboard. Use the surfboard, Neo. Yes, I'm doing it. Using the snurfboard. I'm using the snurfboard. Don't ask me why I came up with that. It just happened. Right, okay, so yeah, we're just gonna bypass all... Oh, look at that. Oh, the joy. Cool. I think we're going the right way. I'll double check the map in a minute, but like I said, we're just gonna slide on with... it's so satisfying it is. There's no feedback from the controller for it, but it's just so cool to see. Like, aha! I don't have to fight you anymore. I can just boom! 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 Boom again! Look at that! Oh, darkness, my arse! Right, like I said, we'll go out of here and we'll see, because I know this was a while ago. Ooh! I think we're here. I honestly think we are at the... We are here! That was by accident, but I'll take it. I will save the game. We'll fight some enemies along the way, not to pad things out a bit, but just to get a bit of levelling up, if the experience is worth it. If it isn't, then we won't bother. Or at least I'll do it off screen, but...
It's only a bit further to the town of Mercio.
And once we're past Mercio, we'll find our destiny on Mount Kilaros.
I know it's supposed to be cold here, but I didn't think it would be this cold.
Reviving the elemental Empyreans is bound to alter this weather.
I'm not sure how much warmer it'll get in the time we'll still be alive.
Keep moving. The cold and the climb don't matter. We have to move forward. We can't stop until the elemental Empyreans have been revived.
Yes, and we fuck up the world, just like in God of War 3. Actually, that was different because they didn't revive. Kratos didn't revive the gods; he killed them all. But even so, great game that was. All the the first 3 God of War games were the best. My favourite was the first one. Brilliant game. I didn't like the second one as much. Technically, it was good. Good game to play. I just thought the story was a bit less personal. I mean, it was, but I was a bit under. I don't know. It wasn't quite as good as the first one, shall we say? Oh, I did not mean for this to be a dangerous encounter. This could be a very... this is a very bad thing because the game is now ultimately slowed down horrendously because it suddenly realises how stupid we were. But we might be alright. You never know. Optimism, especially in this day and age, is necessary. It. Oh yes, this should give us a good chunk of experience at least anyway, but I'm not going to be doing this. Well, I don't know, I might do this throughout the whole... It's a tricky one really, isn't it? Well, we'll see. What I can do is I can always do this off screen type of thing, so... Actually I can do actually, yeah, I've got an idea for this actually, I'll talk about it later. I'll tell you what we'll do towards the end of the video, but for now we'll just beat these guys up the best we can and hope that we can survive. God, it's taken a long time, and not because of the slowdown, just... That was probably a little bit unnecessary. I probably should have saved it for good dire straight or something, but whatever's. Look at the numbers. Look at all those numbers. Red numbers, white numbers. Just so good. How are my team doing? Oh, they're fine. Look at their health. Perfectly, amply fine. Ah, bugger. Okay, now we're dying now. Oh dear, that was bad. I need some peach gel. Delicious peach gel. Oh, no, it might have been a bit too soon. Okay, try. More peach gel. Delicious. Right, okay. At least, you know, even though they can stun us and paralyze us, we can do it back. Like as if they can do it easily to us, but we can do it easily back. That's a good thing. Well, it's not a good thing they can do it easily to us, but at least we can hold our own. But they are quite strong. They're very sturdy, these creatures, whatever they are. They're cool looking, but they're very sturdy. Partly because they can defend against us, partly because they can have a lot of health. Come on. Yes, we survived it just. 5,000 points though, I mean that is a lot of points. That is a lot of points. This is a tricky one. You're going to get us. They're running very fast as well, much faster than what we can run as well, which is a bit of a bummer. Okay, like I said, I'm not going to show all of these fights on because it will just make the video much longer than it needs to be. We'll run through it. We'll get to the village of Melchior, whatever it's called, and then what I'll do, I'll probably end the video there actually, so if it's a bit shorter than usual, because I don't usually keep track of the timing of these videos, you know, they vary between an hour and a half, sometimes a bit longer, depending on how I feel. But if it's a bit shorter than usual, that's only because I'll spend some time leveling up here, but I'm not going to show it on video. We'll get to the village, set everything up, and then I can go off screen then and do some grinding basically. Because there's some good experience points here to be had. Mind you, what is that floaty thing here? I do want to fight that. It's a spectre. Okay. Oh yeah, I just wanted to see what this enemy was like, because I haven't seen it before. Oh god, it's whooping our ass. It's supposed to be a favourable encounter, and yet they're still causing problems. Yeah, I definitely need to spend some time grinding here, I think. Arbitrary as it is, it does need to be done. We need to do a little bit of leveling up here. You went a bit overboard there, Rockaroo, but whatever's. Just fine.
Your style
is amazing. I know, you keep saying, Velvet. You keep saying. Right, we've got some red lavender, so we'll grab those. Grab it and give it to Velvet by grabbing those velvety things. Go away, not interested. I will fight you afterwards. 8,000 golds. Why is the treasure chest giving us such very weak amounts of gold? I mean, at this point, I mean, I suppose it isn't in terms of a lump sum, but we've got like over 1 million now. It's ridiculous. I don't know. It's a cool place, this. I always like icy sort of places. Reminds me of Ice Cap Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which I actually... What the fuck is that guillotine thing there? If that's an enemy, I'm going to fight that. That's some... I think that is an enemy. I have to fight that, if I can get to it anyway. But yeah, it reminds me of Ice Cap Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which is really weird because that zone had a soundtrack. If you didn't know, it had a soundtrack to it, which for years as a kid I had no idea it was actually what it was, but it turns out it was a rip-off, like a straight-up rip-off of an actual band's musical track. I forget the name of the band, but if you just put Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Ice Cap Zone music on YouTube, you'll find the band that they literally, potentially, just rip their music off from to make the music for that level, and it's weird as hell. But it's a really good track nonetheless, and the level music is fantastic, and so is the actual band's music in general. Yeah, but when they what happened was, I think there was obviously a rights issue. Somebody found out about it. So when they re-released the game, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, that is on PC, I think. Maybe in future emulator releases, they edited that music out and put in new music, obviously to avoid trademark infringements and rights issues and stuff like that. And they did it with Carnival Night Zone as well. And where the hell is there a game thing here? Oh, whatever. And they did it, I think, with Launch Base Zone, and I think for Launch Base Zone and whoa, for Launch Base Zone and 10,000 gold. That's more like it. But for Launch Base Zone and Carnival Night Zone, I think the reason why I didn't mean to do that, but I was trying to get to the start. The reason why they edited the music track out is because, again, there is that rumour, it's never been confirmed or disconfirmed, that when Sonic the Hedgehog 3 was being developed, the music, the soundtrack for it, had some influence by Michael Jackson on it, and that Michael Jackson actually had a hand in developing the music for it. Which, if you play the original game on the Mega Drive, or an emulated version that has that music in it, you can definitely tell there's some MJ influence in some of the level music or level soundtrack music. There's definitely some MJ influence in it, and I think they obviously removed it because of what was going on with MJ at the time in terms of you know, he was at court for potential you know, child sex abuse charges or child abuse charges or whatever it was at the time, and they obviously didn't want to associate themselves, Sega that is, with MJ, so he became uncredited, but they kept some of the music in. But I think over the years they've tried to phase out what soundtracks, if any, he did have a hand in constructing, or at least contributed towards it. They've tried to phase it out, obviously, to avoid, you know, not just negative publicity, but also any potential royalty payments they have to make to the MJ estate. No ideas why, don't know if it's true or not, nobody's really been able to confirm it or disconfirm it. But yeah, actually I don't thought one of those guillotine enemies. Let's go fight one of those and then we'll go off to the star bit. Guillotine! That's a oh, Executioner. There's 4 of them. Those are really cool designs. This is probably one of the very few original designed enemies we've come across in a while in this game. I mean, there's been some obviously original enemy designs, but this is definitely a set of enemies that we've not seen yet. That's pretty cool. Oh, Obviously they're going to be a bit burly and a bit tough, but even so, I wanted to fight these just very quickly before, because I'll do some of these off screen, of course, but it's always good to show a little bit on a video. Mind you though, they have a high defense rate, but obviously you can break it if you know what you're doing or you have the right combination. So at least we're not doing very much damage to them unless we get lucky with a certain hit tactic, but our team are, which is good. I don't know what that explosion was all about there, but because the game's just running too slow, it can't manage it. It can't handle it. But they're not doing a huge amount of damage to us, so that's a good thing, but I'm not doing any damage to it whatsoever. I'm a bit stuck at this. Oh, we've been slowed. That is, I mean, not just with the frame rate, but also with the status ailments. We've been slowed. I'm only doing like 1 damage at a time with it. What the fuck? Oh, that did some damage. Right, I need to use a grape gel on Rokuro. Oh, good for you, Eleanor. Good girl. Look at that demolition. I need some help, Roki. Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, I got completely owned on that one. But they were injured, Eleanor. They were injured quite badly. There we go. Right, but yeah, no, that's good. Okay, so at least we've got to fight them then. Yeah, they're creepy enemies. But yeah, no, I mean, I've always liked the original soundtracks to Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I think the MJ is great. I've always liked MJ's music. But it's a shame. But yeah, going back to I like icy levels like this. It's pretty cool. It's like with Skyrim as well. When you go, if you play Skyrim and
This is ridiculous.
Is this Mercio?
3 days on watch with no sleep.
How are you alive?
It's late. It's not like the mine is gonna fall apart.
Hey,
Sure, whatever. If you got business here, go on in.
Yeah, we'll do that.
They'll pay for this.
Oh, we'll help you out with that. Don't worry, buddy. So he was 10 minutes late, and they've made him do guard duty 3 days straight with no sleep. How are you alive, dude? That's some resilience right there. I was hoping to speak to you a bit more then, but never mind. We'll do this instead. Ooh, pretty.
Wow. I didn't know so many people lived up here on the northern edge of the world.
This town was built around the mining of flamestone, which can only be found here on Mount Killerhouse.
Of course
so if anything happens to the volcano, this town's screwed.
So releasing the 2 souls here will surely destroy the town. Inhuman, aren't I? Curse me all you want.
I have no right to. The Abbey has proven itself just as heartless.
People living here must have the will to endure the cold, to fight back against this pitiless environment.
That's why we're going to kill them all.
I'd rather have strength than feel nothing in the face of my troubles and pain.
Agreed.
Like, shut
a
the
life
fuck
without
up, Pete.
feeling is a box of stupid.
Yes, a vast container of stupid.
Stupid.
Right. The question is, can we wake up all 4 elemental Empyreans with the souls Velvet has absorbed?
We can at least wake up
If
2 of them.
Inominat's revival and the Empyrean slumber are related, we should assume we need all 4 Empyreans to stop him.
I thought this
I
was
think
established already.
I'll only be able to wake 2.
Yeah, because she's only
There are
got the
only
2.
2 souls left inside of me. Teresa's and Oscar's.
Are you sure?
Yes, I can tell.
I don't know if 2 Empyreans will be enough to fight him.
This is my responsibility. I offer my own soul.
Well, if we don't have enough, let's knock on Shigore's door. His soul would make a fine sacrifice.
Old man Melchior, too. His heart's as cold as a witch's teat, but he's free of malevolence.
You're truly ready to take on 2 legates at once?
I was born ready. It's not like they'll sit back and ignore us anyway.
And with Artorias and Inominat all tied up with their suppression party, this is the perfect chance to take them out.
Acting with caution is a box of stupid, I take it?
Now you're catching on.
All right, leave it to me.
I would have called upon a treasure chest of stupid, but whatevers.
So, I'm all stoked for the god waking, but what's the plan?
The road to the volcano is on the other side of town. Let's start by taking a quick look around.
Might as well, because we're going to literally send it to its grave. It's a bit harsh, but whatevers. Hello, we're going to kill you all. Hope you don't mind. Good. Their silence says it all. Right, hello. People we're going to kill. How can I help you?
The gatekeeper, he wasn't mean to you, was he?
He was pretty angry about being forced to watch the gate, but he let us pass through no problem.
I know that being forced to be on watch for 3 days straight is excessively harsh, but still. He wandered here from another town one day. He barely ever does any work and has a habit of pilfering things. He skipped out on his duties in the Flamestone mines, and while we were busy working, he was sneaking into our empty houses to steal things.
Alright, I don't need his life story.
Made him stand at the edge of the village.
Yeah. We're bringing him food, of course. We told him that if he doesn't like it, he can leave.
Still, is he actually accomplishing anything out there?
He may be bold enough to rob us, but he's a real coward. If a demon showed up, he'd shut the gates and come running. He doesn't have anywhere else to go, so we're hoping that eventually he'll realize the error of his ways.
If you keep
Good
forcing
logic,
him
I
to
suppose.
stand out there in the cold, he might find another place to go. The afterlife.
There is that, but you're giving him food and they wouldn't let him do that far anyway. Punishments here are harsh, but that's for the best since it's a harsh place to live. If we don't put our all into helping each other out, we won't survive. I want everyone to understand that. Everyone is ready to lend a hand. That's the Melchior way of life, and I'm the Merchio way of life, and I'm proud of it. But do you know what? I can't argue with that. That's absolutely fair enough. Ooh, check. What's that? Ooh, Herbie. Nice. So I've come across a few herbs this video, which is always a pleasure. No, I agree with that. That's fair enough. As long as you're rewarded for your efforts as well, in a fair way, that's fine. Hi there, bet you all grew up in places where you didn't get much snow. It's easy to tell from the way you walk. Oh, how very shrewd of you. Rude as well, but shrewd nonetheless. Hello.
Have you heard the rumors about the Lord of Calamity?
No. What rumors?
That deadly demon whose rampage began in Helives. The Abbey finally got her. I heard that she bites anyone who meets her gaze, that she devours humans as a snack, and that she has the head of a wolf. I was terrified of what might happen if she showed up here. Now, I can finally rest easy, knowing that she's gone.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to get bitten, that's for sure.
I know. I'm so relieved. I don't want a demon to kill me.
Well, luckily for you.
If you
Well,
ever
unluckily
meet
for you.
one, you should run. Fast.
I love the irony sometimes. It is spelled out a bit, but it's still funny. If I ever ran across a demon, I'll drop everything and run for my life. What's the point of dying? The world's seen better days, but there's still plenty of good stuff in it. It's true, maybe, to a degree. Some people to speak to.
Mercio has been getting colder every year. We used to have a spring and summer, short though they were.
About 5 seconds.
Town of eternal winter.
It sounds like a tough place to live.
Still, Flamestone is used for more than just heating. People all over the world need it, you know? That's
Yeah,
why
for
no
their
matter
heating.
how tough it gets, we keep on with our lives here, while holding pride in our work.
No matter how cold it gets, this place is our home. The warmth inside our hearts can keep the chill away. This town really is warm then, in body and soul. Oh, I like the way you talk.
Make sure to take a dip in our hot spring before you leave.
Oh, we
here's
will.
a tip. The water is scalding hot, so put some snow in to lower the temperature. Snow in the tub. Got it?
Got it, sir. Thank you for the advice. We shall do that before we destroy your town. It's great for your skin. Bathing in it will make it soft and smooth, so I recommend it to all the young ladies. Don't be discriminative. I might want to bathe in it as well. That's not Velvet, that's me, by the way. The hot springs at Merchio are really nice, but I've heard of better. It's supposed to be a bathhouse, so relaxing it makes you forget everything. Assuming such a place really exists, I'd like to visit it. Actually, yeah, that's a shame, because you don't know where it is, do you? You've probably forgotten where it is, but if you could tell us that, that would solve the game's problems. We could just lure Nominat and Altorius to it and go, if we're going to fight, let's fight in this tub. And they'll go, why will we fight in this tub? There's no logical reason to it. And we'll go, exactly. So therefore, you know, give us a bit of a leeway here, give us a little bit of a, you know, the feeling that we can beat you with that. Just, you've got nothing to worry about, so go for it. And then they'll go in, and then they'll be like, oh, what are we doing?
What a peaceful, serene place.
You sure it isn't just the snow?
But doesn't it look pure and beautiful?
Well, I think it's pretty too.
But that doesn't guarantee the citizens will be.
Yeah, been alright so far.
You too, Eisen.
Well, they're kind enough to let a shirker stand out in the cold for 3 days.
He might have been up to no good.
We just discussed this with someone. We know the truth.
Well aware of
Well,
that.
a version of events
This
anyway.
discussion isn't leading anywhere. We'll know once we go see for ourselves. Just think of it like your old job. Investigate and find the truth.
Yes, I believe I shall.
Great. Thank you for that pointless discussion here that just stalled things. Have you ever seen lights like the ones in this town? They run on gas from the hot springs and can even move thanks to the power of steam. They stop things freezing and get rid of snow for us. Steam power? What an invention! Isn't it though? Human innovation is something else. Yeah, steam power is... well, it's still relevant, but it's a little unreliable. But, oh, what's this? This is a new thing. Drop bottle. Doubles the amount of gold dropped by enemies in the current battle. Oh. Well, if we had one of those, I completely forgot about it. So, hey. All's good is good. Never imagined it would get this cold. I didn't know how much longer we'd live in Murchio. Well, we're all aware of that. Partially even. But abandoning our homes? Well, yeah, I suppose not, you know. There's always a sense of loyalty, be it, you know, humble and worth it, or false, whatever's point being is it does exist. We made a snow hut all by ourselves. It's pretty great, right? We're going to eat in it later. Oh, good for you, kids. Good for you. It was a good snow hut. I think I wandered into it earlier. Snow doggy! They're so cute. Yeah, that was a good hut. Good hut. You look after that, man. I tell you what, right? 6 months from now, or maybe a year, possibly. I don't know. However long it takes. 6 months from now, let's go with that as a benchmark. Put your hut for sale on the market. I promise you now, you will get yourself a hell of a lot of money to build even more huts and buy all the gobstoppers and jawbreakers you ever wanted. Just bear that in mind before I destroy it all. Yeah, just make some money on the marketplace. Ah, Marky the person. I've got a new request in. Looks like monsters are more reliable than heroes these days. So we've got 2 of them. We've got the spectral crystal, which doesn't look that... well, it looks disturbing, but it's not very original. But either way, we can take that on. And the deadly mountain, which also doesn't look that original, but looks pretty awesome. But it's level 68. Right. Oh, unlocks all battle difficulties up to chaos in the options menu. The system. Provides the ability to trigger a random skill which grants the players invincibility for a set time at the start of a battle on chaos mode or above. Wow, I don't know what mode we're on at the moment. I don't think we're on chaos. I think we're on one below that. But even so, we can always check that out. But like I said, I'll need to do some grinding then as a result, but I'll do that off screen. The ice has finally blocked the port completely. Do you think the sudden cold could be a curse from Mucifer? We used to revere Mount Killorus as the body of the flame Imperium Mucifer. Nothing like this happened back then. I'll hear no more such talk. You trying to attract the Abbey's attention? Of course not. But our town is it's fucked. That's what it is. Just saying. Yeah, I want to go. There's a thing. Why can't I? I should be. I was gonna say I should be able to jump over here. I was trying to get over here, but it was me being foolish. And it was all for some souls. Really? There was no hidden item here or anything. Ooh. There's something over here though. Or a fragment. Okay, don't need it, but we know it's there. Okie dokes. Right. We'll keep socialising. I said we're going to finish the video in a minute, but we'll keep doing all this stuff first beforehand. Mount Killorus is this way, right? That it is. It's through the cave at the end of the town. Cave at the end of the town. Got it. Thanks. If you head up through the cave's passages, you'll come to the northernmost sanctuary of Midgand. By the way, since you've come all this way, I hope you'll pray to a Nomanet to stop demon blight in the cold. Oh yeah, sure. We'll do that. We'll pray to him. All right. Awesome. You can see the aurora at night here. It's a beautiful sight, and you'll always see new shapes and colours. I've been watching it since I was a baby. I never get tired of it. Be sure to see it for yourself. Then you'll understand why a place like this is worth saving. Until we burn it! Right, so we've got the marketplace here. There is an inn here, so we'll go and have a stay in it. Ooh, hello, sexy maid. Very nice. Sorry, anyway, distracted. Oh, we got a peddler here. Oh, great. I wanted to go to Mount Killorus, but it was just so cold once I got out to the guidebook Icefield. As soon as I set foot outside the cave at the end of the town, I knew I had to turn back. I made the right choice. One moment of carelessness means death out there. Oh, she likes you. Might think you're a bit of a coward, but she likes you. Let's do here then, before we do stay. Is there anything we can go? Oh, another maid. Hello. Nights under the aurora are so romantic. I'm afraid I'll burn up. Ooh, careful, that might be COVID-19. Hope you don't. But that's very sweet of you. Right! Oh, there is a thing. Tempering powder. Lovely. This is the only place in the world where you can watch the aurora while relaxing in a hot spring. Great! No cutscene. I was promised more cutscenes by sleeping in the inn, apart from the story ones. I only got a handful of them. I was lied to. But whatever, at least I can't say I haven't been thorough. Right, so with that arbitrariness done, let's go into the middle and do some stuff. Right, you look extraordinarily happy.
There are demons in town!
Everyone, run away!
Where?
What happened to the gate watch?
He's the one who turned into a demon!
Oh! Well, that escalated quickly. So badly done. I'm a demon now! That was pretty bad.
You're going to help me.
Okay, so the gatekeeper just decided to turn into a demon? That came out of nowhere. Okay, dealt with that one easy peasy then.
Thank you so much. How can we ever repay you?
A pizza and booze.
I have a message for the Abbey's legates. On the next Scarlet Night, I will offer a sacrifice to Mount Killerhouse and strip Inominat of his power.
Okay, fair enough.
I dare them to try and stop me!
She just ate the demon with her arm. Jeez.
I am corruption made flesh! Velvet, the Lord of Calamity!
You might want to just change that bit in the future, PR-wise. I know you were saved by the bad guy, how ironic.
The city is ours. Flee to the south, puny humans, while your tears dump the snow! The Lord of Calamity, the demon Lord of Chaos! Hurry!
Everyone's just standing back going, fuck's sake, Velvet.
From your very bones!
In a way, though, this is a good thing because all the citizens are fleeing now. So they probably will still freeze to death, but at least they're fleeing away, so when the town gets destroyed, they won't die. So
It was splendid. We should do this more often.
It went well, except...
yeah.
Ow! What was that for?
There will be no sucking of marrow. My sister taught me proper table manners.
I love it.
Oh, what
Good
a
humor.
waste. The marrow's the tastiest part.
It kinda is.
At least now the citizens of Mercio won't be swept up in our fight.
Yeah,
They
good call.
already are. We just tore their homes and livelihoods away.
Nah, they'll build
This
more.
wasn't for them. This was to summon the legates here. That's all.
Even so, I thank you for what you've done, oh fearsome Lord of Calamity.
Yeah.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that, oh exalted praetor of the Abbey.
Oh, just get a
whole crowd
room!
of people were fleeing south. What happened?
Benwick, why are you here?
I had a delivery for the first mate. Kurogane and Kamoana are here too.
What?
Brought Kamoana?
Okay, that was
She
dumb.
insisted on following me. Poor kid said she had a dream that you died, Eleanor.
Well, you probably will.
How long do we have until Shigure and the others get here?
Given the distance, my guess is they won't show up until the Scarlet Night.
Then I think I'll make use of that time. Kurogane wanted me for something, I take it?
Aye, that's what he said.
All right then. Everyone go rest up.
Good idea. We've got a battle to prepare for.
This may be the last breather we get. As always, better make sure you leave no regrets.
Is that code for side quests? Because I want to complete more side
Anything
quests.
could happen. Don't leave town.
Can I stay with you, Velvet?
No.
I don't mind, but you sure?
I mean, I'm going to get off with Eleanor later. There's going to be a lot of
Do what you
dildo
like,
action.
then.
Well, okay, I suppose he can make sandwiches for you while you know, do. That's some sort of sexy romance music I just made up, which wasn't very sexy romantic at all. Either way, that was cool. And some citizens are still here. Why are you still here? Oh, the other pirates. Okay, that's fine. Okay, cool. So, it doesn't look like I can leave here. Why are there snowmen? Okay, I was thinking Christmassy there. I was about to go on a rant about snowmen, Christmassy stuff, but it's fine. I don't think at this point, however, I can actually go back and level up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video here. I'm not going to save the game because we saved just before we entered the town. And next time we'll resume back here, but I will have leveled up some of the characters. Yeah, well, obviously we can't because we haven't got the full party here. So I'm going to go off and off screen, go do some battling and grinding, get the levels up. Only probably about 2 or 3 levels, if that, because I'll get bored. And then next time we'll be back here, ready to go. I will have probably ended up at the save point over there. And then we shall go off and just do some more exploring and get ready for this battle. But either way, it's very beautiful. Looking forward to it. Again, as much as I've criticised the writing in this game for certain cliched moments, again, the humour can be really spot on in this. So, again, I'm still enjoying it. I still think the writing's top notch. It's going to have some cliche stuff in it. You can't avoid it, really. And even then, it would be weak without it. So, it is what it is, but it's still very good. We've got 2 souls who are absolute dicks and still are. I mean, okay, they're dead. I suppose you would be a dick if you're being used for something like a sacrifice, but whatever's. Dicks makes it easier for us to sacrifice them. And we're going to hopefully get the other 2 from Melchior and Shigure or whatever. Probably won't, but we'll see what happens with that. And then, yeah, we'll take it from there and wake the Imperians up and hopefully get towards the end of the game. But I think from what... spend some time in town. Oh, thank you, game. I shall do just that. I'm guessing in terms of like side quests and stuff that Maggie Lee was sort of saying. Well, I might be reading too much into it, but I think she's basically saying that, yeah, if you haven't done any side stuff, now's the time. If that's the case, let me know, because I can always go back and do side stuff. But if not, we're just going to crack on, and then I'll have to look up what side quests we've missed and take it from there. But either way, can I say thank you very much for watching if you have done. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I have. And until next time, take it easy, have a good one. Hope you're all well and staying safe in these troubled times, and I'll see you in the next video. And until then, bye for now.